Dear students, welcome to the lecture series on the topic Engineering Graphics. Today we are going to discuss about projections of the oblique lines. I am Dr. IPS Ahuja, Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Punjabi University, Patiala. Now here we are required to evaluate the projections of the oblique lines, and we know that the oblique line is the one which happens to be inclined with respect to the two reference planes, that is horizontal plane and the vertical plane, and we are not going to obtain true length projections of the line onto the two reference planes, horizontal plane and the vertical plane. So the projections of the line, they will be inclined with respect to the horizontal plane and the vertical plane. Now here we have been provided with the information that the distance between the end projectors of a straight line AB happens to be 60 millimeter. That is the distance between A' and B' vertical projector lines. It happens to be equal to 60 millimeter. Now the coordinate locations of the end A and the end B, they have also been provided to us. That is, end A of the line, it happens to lie 30 millimeter above the horizontal plane and 15 millimeter in front of the vertical plane. That is, end A happens to lie into quadrant number 1, while end B, it happens to lie 10 millimeter above the horizontal plane and 35 millimeter in front of the vertical plane. So therefore end B of the line also happens to lie into the quadrant number 1 over here. Now besides the end points A and B corresponding to the straight line, here we have been provided with another point C, and now the coordinate locations of the point C from the horizontal plane and the vertical plane, they have not been provided to us. Rather, we have been provided with the information that the true length distance of the point C from end A of the line, it happens to be 40 millimeter, and the true length distance of point C from the end B of the line, it happens to be equal to 65 millimeter. That is, AC2, it is equal to true length of the line AC, which is going to measure 40 millimeter. BC3, that is the true length of the line BC, it happens to measure 65 millimeter. And another information regarding point C has been provided to us, that point C, it happens to lie onto the vertical plane. That is, top view projection of point C will be lying onto the XY reference line, that is onto the vertical plane, whereas the front view projections of the end point C, it happens to lie above the horizontal plane. With this information, we are required to obtain the projections of the lines AB, BC and CA. That is, front view orthographic projections and top view orthographic projections of these three lines AB, BC and CA need to be evaluated. And we are also required to find out the distance of the point C above the horizontal plane. That is, wherever point C will be located above the horizontal plane into the elevation projection view, so that vertical distance from the XY reference line we need to evaluate over here. So let us proceed to evaluate the orthographic projection of this oblique line. So now here we have got the XY reference line, and now we know that end A of the line, it happens to lie 30 millimeter above the horizontal plane. So A' locus line will be available over here, and we have been provided with the information and A of the line happens to lie 15 millimeter in front of the vertical plane. So 15 millimeter below the XY reference line, we have been able to obtain locus line corresponding to the point A into the top view projections over here. So if we draw a vertical projector line over here, so now the intersection of this vertical projector line with this horizontal projector line corresponding to the point A dash, and the intersection of this vertical projector line with this horizontal projector line corresponding to the plan projection point A over here. So it will provide us with the coordinate locations of the projections of the end point A into elevation and plan projection view over here. So this way A dash and A points, they have been appropriately located into the orthographic projection view over here. Next information is available with us. It is regarding end point B. End B 10 millimeter above the horizontal plane. So 10 millimeter above the horizontal plane. Another horizontal locus line we have obtained such that onto this line point B dash is going to lie over here above the XY reference line or above the horizontal plane. 10 millimeter above the XY reference line. Then end B, it happens to lie 35 millimeter in front of VP. That is 35 millimeter below the XY reference line. Another horizontal projector line we have obtained corresponding to the end point B top view projections over here. So B dash was lying over here and point B will be lying over here. Further, we have been provided with the information that the distance between end projectors of a straight line AB, it happens to be 60 millimeter. That is distance between A dash A and B dash B. It will be equal to 60 millimeter. So from the end point of A dash A, we have marked a distance of 60 millimeter alongside the XY reference line. So over here, if we draw a vertical projector line, so we are going to obtain the end points B dash and B over here. So B dash will be available over here, while end point B, that is the top view projection of the end point B, it will be located over here. So this way, the front view orthographic projections A dash B dash and top view orthographic projections of the line AB, that is A, B points, they have been located into the orthographic projections over here. So now the front view and the top view projections corresponding to the line AB, they have been obtained. Now we have been provided with a third point over here, but the coordinate location and position of this point C has not been provided to us directly. Rather, we have been provided with the information that the top view of this point C happens to lie into the vertical plane. So into the vertical plane means that onto XY reference line, point C will be located. That is both the top view orthographic projection as well as the true length projection of the point C will be available onto XY reference line. Then the true length of the distance joining point C and point A has been provided to us as 40 millimeter, and true length of the line joining end point B with end point C into the top view projection has been provided to us as 65 millimeter. So now through point A, we are going to draw a blue projector line indicating true length of the line, and this length will be marked as 40 millimeter. So with A as our needle point of the compass, we will open compass is equal to true length of the line AC, that is AC2 equal to 40 millimeter. So through point A, we'll mark an arc equal to radius 40 millimeter onto the XY reference line. Wherever this point will be located, we are going to mark this end point of the true length of the line AC equal to AC2 over here. So true length of the line AC has been located into the top view orthographic projections as AC2. Similarly, true length of the line BC, that is orthographic projections BC3, it has been provided to us as 65 millimeter. So through point B, once again we are going to use compass needle point at point B open radius of the arc having length is equal to or radius is equal to 65 millimeter. So wherever this radius of 65 millimeter we are able to obtain onto the XY reference line, so this true length of BC line, that is BC3, will be located into the top view orthographic projections over here. So this way points C2 and C3 they have been located such that true length of the line AC is 40 millimeter and true length of the line BC happens to be 65 millimeter. So now we know that end point C happens to lie onto the vertical plane, that is onto the XY reference line. And another information we have got, point C happens to lie above the horizontal plane. So somewhere here point C will be located. So now how do we evaluate location of the point C into front view and top view orientation? Again we know point C will be located in between these two vertical projector lines. So anywhere point C can be located into the top view projections. Over here anywhere point C can be located over here. So let us now evaluate the location of point C dash and point C over here. So now we know this particular fundamental of the rotation of the line. Whenever we have true length of the line appearing to us into the plan projection view, in the corresponding elevation projection view we will have apparent length parallel to the horizontal plane available with us over here. So here we have got true length of the line AC2 available with us into the top view orthographic projections over here. So corresponding to this true length from point C2 we have taken a vertical projector in the upward direction and we have extended this vertical projector up to the first point, that is point A dash horizontal locus line over here. So wherever this vertical projector line from the point C2 it intersects with horizontal projector line obtained through A dash over here. So this point will be obtained as C2 dash into the elevation projection view. So this is our apparent length of the line AC, that is A dash C2 dash, which will be parallel to the horizontal plane. So if this is the apparent length parallel to the horizontal plane corresponding to the line AC into the elevation projection view, so now if we rotate this apparent length in elevation corresponding to AC in the upward direction, so anywhere alongside this particular arc our point C dash in the elevation projection view will be located onto this particular arc over here. Therefore, the end projector C dash of the line AC can be located alongside this portion of the arc over here. So now one coordinate corresponding to point C dash we have been located over here. Now next we know that corresponding to the true length of the line BC, that is BC3, it happens to be the true length in the plan projection view. So if BC3 happens to be true length in the plan projection view, so now with respect to the true length, if we take a vertical projector line, so now from point C3 we have to take a vertical projector line up to the locus line of the point B dash over here. Up to this locus line of B dash elevation projection point, we have to take a vertical projector line in the upward direction. Now we can check that we have obtained a point C3 dash over here. So this elevation projection apparent length of this line BC, that is B dash C3 dash, has been obtained parallel to the horizontal plane in the elevation projection view. So now using this horizontal apparent length projection corresponding to the line BC, now we'll use our needle point of the compass as B dash. Open compass is equal to the radius B dash C3 dash, and now this arc we are going to draw backwards Now the point C dash corresponding to the line BC can be located alongside this arc over here. So one coordinate of the point C dash we had identified through this arc. Second coordinate of the end point C we have identified through this arc over here. So wherever this arc drawn through A dash, C2 dash, and wherever this arc drawn through B dash, C3 dash, wherever both of these two arcs intersect with each other, we will be able to obtain the location of the point C dash in the elevation projection view. So this way, this is the common point which is lying corresponding to the line AC and BC in the elevation projection view. So now once we have identified the intersection of these two curves, so this intersection point will provide us with the location of the point C dash into the front view orthographic projections over here. So now we can join B dash with C dash and we can join A dash with C dash over here. So this way the front view orthographic projections corresponding to the line AC, AB and BC, they have been obtained. So now once we identify the front view elevation projection corresponding to the point C, so now we know that C dash and C projection point, so both of them, they are going to lie onto the same vertical projector line. And we also know that once we draw a vertical projector from the end point C dash into the plan projection view, this vertical projector line, it should be intersecting with XY reference line. Why? Because we know that the end point C, it happens to lie into the vertical plane, that is onto the XY reference line. So this will provide us with the location of the point C into the top view projection. So having identified location of the point C, now we can join the top view projection line BC and we can also join top view apparent length projection AC also. So this way the apparent length projections of the line AB, BC and CA, they have also been obtained into the top view orthographic projections as AB, BC and CA. Having located this point C dash above the horizontal plane, now we can measure this distance of the end point C dash from the horizontal plane or from the XY reference line. So this way we have been able to evaluate the projections of the three lines AB, BC and CA into the elevation projection view and the plan projection view, and we have also been able to evaluate the distance of the end point C above the horizontal plane, while the second coordinate for the end point C, it is lying into the vertical plane, that is onto the XY reference line. So this is all for today. So we are going to continue with further discussion regarding few more illustrative cases of projections of the oblique lines into the coming lecture sessions. So thank you very much. Thanks a lot.